Okay, gentlemen, I'd just like you to sit where you are at the moment, because we have got John O'Dowd, MLA, Sinn Féin MLA for Rubberban, on the telephone now. John O'Dowd, good evening to you. What can you tell us about the murder tonight of the policeman in Craigavon?
Well, it's my understanding that the police arrived in Lismore Manor, which is a small private development, in a mobile patrol. There's 2 officers in an unmarked car. They were in the area, from my understanding, not that long, when they were fired at from waste ground, just on waste high ground from above them. Initial reports that I received that one officer had been slightly injured, but then it became clear that another officer had been seriously injured, and since as you're reporting today.
Another officer, so your understanding is that 2 policemen were hit, is that right?
Yes, and but a caveat that was, you understand that in these incidents, reports can become intertwined and mangled, so we do know that one officer has been killed. The other understanding was that another officer were slightly injured at the scene, but that may not be factual, because you can understand this is a residential area. The shooting happened, there was panic after the shooting. And
of course, you would be saying anybody with information should go and get in touch with the police about this.
Without doubt, I would appeal to people to bring the information forward. There has been several shooting incidents in this wider area in this last number of months, and on each occasion, I and my party colleagues have appealed to people to come forward, give the names of those responsible, because I said at the time that someone was going to end up being killed, and somebody has to end up being killed. And the people behind these incidents are trying to drive us back into the past. And what we need is mature political leadership at this time, and I welcome the fact that all the political parties to date have shown that political leadership. And at this stage, we're all going to have to dig deep and ensure that we continue to show it, because I believe that the community where this shooting happened have no support for this, and they don't want to go back to where we have come from. And I can assure you, listening to the political message today, the politicians don't want to go back to where we have come from.
Okay, John O'Dowd, thank you very much indeed for taking the call tonight. We've just had confirmation from the police just within the last few seconds that a policeman has been killed, and obviously there'll be more about that through the night and indeed tomorrow morning. But you say that despite what has happened tonight, what has happened at the weekend as well, that the political programme is still there.
On a practical level, Martin McGuinness and Peter Robinson are tomorrow due to go to the United States.
Do you think they still will?
I think they will. It was postponed, as we know, because of the awful happenings on Saturday evening. And at the end of it, they're there because it's a trade mission. There's business. I think next Monday you'll find investment in Northern Ireland, more investment in Emerald Fund, and on Tuesday they're meeting President Obama. And that will be an underlying message from the American government. They support the institutions here.
Okay, quick final word.
There's a very simple point. I mean, in order to survive, the people who are doing this need to have some kind of acquiescence within at least part of the community. I noticed Jerry Adams today said that he and his party were going to go toe to toe with these people. I'd be interested to know precisely what that means and to what extent they can disrupt their activities.
Jim Dougal and Ken Reid, thank you very much indeed. Well, we leave you tonight with the shocking news that a policeman has been killed in Craigavon. It's believed the police were responding to an earlier report of suspicious activity when the shooting happened. From all of us on this UTV Live news special, a very good night to you.